Hi, and welcome to my tutorial on Twitter Startup. Today, I'm going to address several key factors in understanding how Twitter works. This includes the definition of Twitter, how to create an account, key concepts, how to create a tweet, how to search for a hashtag, and of course, how to search for someone on Twitter. To begin with, I want to address, well, what is Twitter? Twitter is a social networking site that has specific limitations as far as communication. In fact, you're only able to use a maximum of 140 character text. Now these could be letters, these could be web links, and these also could be pictures. And one can access from the internet or also on the Twitter app. And it's a fast way to kind of culminate information, disseminate information, and really be concise and effectively communicate what you want from that particular message. Well, one might ask, do I need to create an account, or how do I create an account? Yes, everyone has to have a specific user and password, therefore you must create an account. By doing so, you go to www.twitter.com. To create an account, it's pretty simple. You do your full name, an email address, and a password. I do caution you, since this is a professional learning network, also known as a PLN or a PLC, it's very important to select the proper professional name, such as Miss Krupp or your Miss or your salutation along with your last name. Please be careful to use funky names as students may follow you. I would strongly use email addresses of where you work and provide it at that location to protect you both legally as well as professionally. In addition, that email address is linked to your mobile device so you get notified if people communicate with you directly. Okay, let's take a look at the main home page of Twitter. Here currently, my home page is going to be the one that we're going to sample. And in that, there's key concepts that one must know. For instance, you need to see how many tweets you sent, your following, as well as your followers. Okay, so this is the main page of Twitter. This is also here tells me who's kinda people with similar interests. The bottom left side talks to me about trends that are happening locally as well as globally. And of course, these are all the people I connect with talking about various things. Up here is a search bar. Here's a notification as well as a tweet, and we'll go in further depth about that. Okay, key concepts of a Twitter. Well, basically, as I talk to you, everyone has different followers. Where it says compose a new tweet is where you're going to write the tweet. There's a couple ways to locate how to write that. These are suggestions based on the semantic web and who you like to see if there's similar interests. And of course, like we said, the popular trends. Okay, how to maneuver throughout the site is pretty simple. It's pretty clean in that it says home means the home page. Notification means that probably someone communicated with you or wanted to share a particular post and mentions you in the post. These are different locations of where to discover various topics being addressed, and of course this is kind of your home page of what's happening. Okay, to maneuver throughout the site, this is the second part. Basically, you're going to search for a person or group. A person has this @ sign located here, and a group or an organization is the hashtag. Please note a hashtag is basically, in my opinion, a file folder. So you're actually naming the file folder with similar interests and putting all of that information in the file folder. The @ sign reminds me of email at Missy Krupp or at Gmail to note that I'm actually drawing attention to a particular person. Okay. Sometimes businesses have a username with their name, such as Schoology, it's at Schoology, and they also have a hashtag. Know that one's an organization and one's kind of like the file folder. To the right of this, you see a envelope, and that means a direct message, kind of like an instant message privately with someone. These are settings and help tutorials, and this means you're going to write. This reminds me of a pen or a feather to compose or write a tweet. A hashtag is really just the number sign, so if you hear hashtag, it's important for you to know it's number sign followed by letters. Okay, then when you talk about scroll of tweets, the most current are always up top, and then you scroll down for the least current. Okay, well, how to click on or how to create a tweet. Here you first have to click on this box where it says compose new tweet, or on the top right hand side you look at this icon and can do it. So there's two different ways to show you how to compose a tweet. Next, you're going to write your tweet. You can add just text, which is 140 characters. You can include a picture and a few words. You can add a location of where things are happening, but please note it gives you a counter. And anything over 140, it counts down, and anything with a negative number means it will not be read. And then when you're done, you click on tweet and you're completed. One of my favorite examples of tech integration is a guy by the name of Michael Fullen, who created this quote that I learned a couple months ago, and it says, "Pedagogy is the driver, technology is the accelerator." So I absolutely love that quote, and I wanted to share with people in the Twitter field. So I made sure anyone who follows technology or Teach Educator or technology or teach or school or teachers follow teachers, I thought, let me send that to them. I could have included a picture, but I did not. I could have included a location, I did not. But please know the hash mark says the actual file folder. Now here I did not particularly send this to anyone, but it also says that I had room if I wanted to. I had 7 more characters to go. Okay, well, you want to say Twitter is great to communicate various things that are happening in my classroom, but you also want to see what's happening globally. So to do this, you want to kind of type in interest. So you can go in the search box and type in science. And various things that are probably most popular come up here, as well as people and organizations. So it's really interesting. If you have no idea or want to know about certain things, you type in what you think the word corresponds, and then various things will come up. And there's suggestions based on your interests or based on the content that you just posted. Okay, how to search for someone. Sometimes this is very simple. As for me, my name is Missy Krupp, and you type in @Missy Krupp. Other people have a either catchy title or a hidden name. For instance, Kathy Schrock is a very well-known educational technologist, very famous in the field, and here is a photo of her in the area, so I'm assuming that's her. Now, Kathy Schrock 1 could either be a personal account, could be someone with similar name, or it could be someone who's faking the identity of somebody else. So I always like to look at their picture to say, well, is that really him or her, or is that not? So it's really important to do that. Sometimes if you cannot find someone, they may be under a pseudonym or a very catchy phrase that mimics their profession. Okay, well here you have the opportunity to follow or following. So someone is able to follow you and it shows you who's following who you're following. So sometimes the best educational technology, what I do is I go into the people they're following and then I check to see, ooh, if she's following them, then he or she must be really good. Okay, this concludes the presentation on Twitter, and hopefully you enjoyed it and got a lot of information. Good luck tweeting, and hope to see you on Twitter shortly.